Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is National Ravioli Day, so I finally made this dish that I've been wanting to make for a while now. It's a ravioli lasagna. So it's basically a lasagna, but instead of using lasagna sheets, you use ravioli. And I know I just did a mac and cheese lasagna, but that was so good that I had to try this one. And then for today's dessert, I made this peanut butter s'mores thing. I will link the recipe that I followed down below. I just veganized it, but basically it's almost like a peanut butter cookie, and there's a layer of that on the bottom, then a layer of vegan marshmallow cream. I use the brand Dandy's, and then a layer of vegan chocolate, and then more of the peanut butter cookie on top. So I'm very excited for that. And then also for today, I have a ghost story update. If you guys haven't seen my previous videos where I talked about the fact that we think that my work is haunted, we meaning me and my coworkers, more stuff has happened since then, and it's a little bit disconcerting. And honestly, some of it is kind of like actually creepy, but yeah. Anyway, I'll be talking about that today, but dessert first. Oh, it's so soft. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then for the chocolate, I used Trader Joe's oat milk chocolate bars. Oh my gosh. Mmm. Wow, this is really sweet, but the balance of the peanut butter part or section or cookie or whatever you want to call it is really, really good. Definitely super sweet though. This is super easy to make too. Very minimal ingredients. Highly recommend. I think next time I'd use a darker chocolate though, because this oat milk chocolate is really sweet. I think a dark chocolate would really help balance everything out a little more. So if you guys don't already know basically everything that's been happening, the gist of the story is that we think that our work is haunted because weird things keep happening. I've mentioned them in previous videos, but a lot of really weird things keep happening. At first we were kind of just joking about it, but now it's kind of getting weird. For example, the other day I was working and I think I was with somebody else, but I'm not sure. Basically all I remember was that I heard the door chime, and so I went out to the front and nobody was there. So I thought somebody went into the bathroom. Like sometimes the drivers that pick up the orders, like for Grubhub and Uber Eats and all that, sometimes they'll go straight to the bathroom, but you can hear the bathroom door close. Like it's always really, really loud. And you can hear them flush the toilet. You can hear them leave the bathroom. None of that happened. So I even went and checked the hallway. I checked the bathroom. Nobody was there. Granted, sometimes the front door does get propelled open by the wind if the wind is strong enough. It was not windy this day. It was in fact pretty sunny out. Yeah, that didn't happen. Plus, I even checked the door usually when the wind is the one that opens the door is still kind of cracked open because the wind is still blowing. It wasn't. And I didn't think it was weird. I honestly thought it was the wind. But then just a few days ago, the same exact thing happened. I was with Kelsey, my coworker and best friend, and the door chimed, so she went out there, and then she was just standing there staring, like, so I could see her in the doorway from the back, and she was just staring in that direction where a person would be if they were getting a cinnamon roll. And then she glanced at me and she's like, there's nobody here. So once again, I went to the back hallway, I went to the bathroom, and there was nobody there. So it was just really weird. And after that, I was kind of like, we joked that it was our ghost. We call our ghost Jaja. So that was really freaky. I mean, not too bad, but just a little too much for comfort, you know? Oh my gosh, this is so good, you guys. I think I'm just like craving this right now. I mean, when am I not craving peanut butter and chocolate? Alright, I need to start on this before I get too full. So I brought a fork. Normally I eat my lasagna with a spoon, so I might switch to that spoon, but because it's ravioli, I decided it might be easier if I use my fork. I just used Kite Hill's mushroom ravioli and spinach ravioli. The mushroom ravioli is on the bottom and then the spinach is on top. And then I used some vegan meat by the brand Gardein. They're crumbles, and then Daya's vegan cheese, and then just some homemade red sauce. It's still really hot. Well, that hurt my feelings. Wow, that's really good. Mmm. There's so much flavor in that. I've always struggled with eating ravioli. If you guys have a specific way that you eat your ravioli so it's not crazy looking, I don't know, let me know. I think the spinach ravioli is my favorite. They also have a butternut squash one, but I think I like the spinach one the best. Mm. I don't know why I felt the need to catch that. It wouldn't have fallen in anyway. Mm. So I know so far it does not sound like much is happening. And honestly, it really isn't a lot, but it just feels like a lot. For example, the next thing that happened that kind of weirded me out, one of the nights that I was working, my coworker texts me and she says that her rat got out and she doesn't know how, and it kind of freaked her out because she was going to the bathroom and all of a sudden her pet rat was in front of the bathroom just waiting for her. And I didn't think much of it. I just thought, I told her rat probably escaped. But then the following night, the same exact thing happened. And she's like, I don't know how this is happening. And so we kind of joked that it was Jaja. We need to stop joking. Because then literally, not only do all of our electronics keep bugging out just randomly, but I will also like drop things here and there and then they just disappear. Like literally I'll drop a blueberry on the ground and I kid you not, right after I drop it, I will go and look for it and I cannot find it. And it's just so weird. There was something else that happened that was really weird and I don't remember what it was, but it freaked me out and maybe that's why I don't remember it, because I'm like a little freaked out. But things just keep breaking and oh well, this kind of freaked me out, but then I figured out what it was. I was in the back with my coworker and the faucet, it just turned on out of nowhere and I was like, what the heck? But then my coworker said, she's like, oh, I turned that on and I forgot to turn it off. So I think I just didn't recognize or realize that it was on until I did, and it was already on. It just wasn't, like, I didn't recall that it was on before because I was just in my own head. And so when I finally realized that it was on, it freaked me out because I thought it turned on its own. But yeah, there's something else. Hopefully I'll think of it because it really freaked me out. I'll let you know. Oh my gosh, I literally remembered the thing. So my coworker, the same one that had her rat escape, she just texted her group chat the other night saying that she had a dream and it didn't really bother her at first, but then she said this man appeared and she specified that he was kind of dark, for lack of a better word. She called it a demon. That was the word that she used. And she said that he was telling her that if she didn't complete these certain tasks in her dream that she was going to die, or that he would kill her, or she wouldn't wake up, or something like that. And I don't know, like that. I have some weird dreams, but that's kind of terrifying. And I was talking to Kelsey about it, and she mentioned that in the past, people have literally died in their sleep. I don't know, she just brought that up, and I was like, why would you say that? Now you're just making me even more worried for our other coworker. So it's just all of this stuff happening at once. It's kind of suspicious and creepy. Also, it wasn't sleep paralysis. I think if it was, she would have known. But yeah, so I don't know what that was. I don't know what any of this is. I don't know what's happening. It's kind of freaky. And I'll keep you updated. You know, I could also be paranoid just because I'm rewatching Supernatural again. And I'm just extra paranoid. That could be it, but my coworkers are also kind of paranoid and they're not watching Supernatural with me, so we may have to call a priest. Alright, I'm gonna have a few more bites of this and then I'm gonna be done. But I hope you enjoyed my story time. I'll keep you updated, like I said. Alright guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Today's food was amazing. Highly recommend trying this one out. Ravioli lasagna, you gotta get on that. It's so good. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you want to see more, and don't forget to subscribe. By the way, it's free. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.